You guys have submitted your juiciest questions.
Hello, and today we're going to be answering all of them and giving you guys advice about everything. I would say British men are a bit more wild, a bit more carefree.
I was literally going to say the opposite.
Really?
I thought this is probably something that she won't take in a good way.
Why would you do this when you're like trying to make a good impression? Aren't you trying to make a good impression? Sounds like he's trying to cheat.
10 years ago, I feel like...
Oh, this is tricky. Hello.
There's this guy who is perfect on paper, stable, loyal, completely obsessed with me, but I feel nothing. Am I sabotaging it, or is it a sign?
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a deep one.
wow.
Did you see what was the movie that just came out? Do you know Materialists?
I've not seen it, no.
I feel like it had this exact concept in it.
Really?
And it was basically about this woman who's a matchmaker, and she pairs people together who would fit really well on paper. And a lot of people end up getting married and having kids and like doing all this stuff. And then she meets someone who's perfect for her on paper and it's like everything that she wanted. And then she feels nothing towards him. And so it's kind of a love triangle between the guy that's perfect for her on paper and the guy who's like her ex who lives with like 4 roommates and he's 35 that like doesn't have a stable job and all this stuff, but she's like completely in love with him. And the story is essentially that like if you're in love with someone, it doesn't matter about like those paper things, or you can have the most perfect person on paper and if you don't feel anything, it's not going to be sustainable. Like you need to...
I totally agree with that. You know what, I've
both.
actually been in a similar situation where I feel like I've gone for someone who's perfect on paper and it just wasn't...
There was no chemistry, there was nothing.
I feel like when you try and like go for a little checkbox, it just doesn't work out.
Or like just
you know
trying to
what I
make
mean?
it work.
You're trying too hard. It's when it's like the natural ones. I feel like they
It's
always
always
work
the
out
most
better.
natural, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say for this one, it's like you can have someone that's perfect on paper and that you're hopelessly in love with and that you feel amazing things for, and that would be the best thing. But I think if you have someone that you're just trying to force it to make it work, then it doesn't matter how amazing they are to everyone else. If you feel nothing for them, like that's not going to change overnight.
I feel like I'm
think.
taking advice from you right now.
Really?
Like, yeah. No, it's so true because I've genuinely been in a similar situation where someone's like perfect on paper and it's just, you're just trying to, I feel like sometimes from like the culture and background I come from as well, you're just kind of trying to impress your family rather than yourself. So it's like, I feel like you kind of,
that. It's like everyone's like, you guys look so good together, or like he would be really great for your future, like things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know, if you want to be with this person long term, or you're dating for a long term kind of future with someone, you have to wake up next to them every day. You have to spend every day with them, and it's like those small moments. I think there was a really good quote, and I forget who said it, but it was basically like, love isn't about those like big gestures or the kind of like when you get married or when you take them home to meet your parents, about these like really little things of like having breakfast together every single day, or like how you greet each other at the door when you come home
100%
from work, or like when you share a big news with them, like the person that you're with, who's your partner, is like your career guidance person, the person that you're gonna have most meals with in your life, your biggest cheerleader, like will affect kind of so much about you that,
and they'll go through like the biggest changes with you and like just like the biggest things that will happen in your life. That person is going to guide you through all of that.
Exactly. So I think if you don't feel anything for them or have that natural chemistry with them, doesn't matter how good of a person they are, like it's going to be isn't,
I know,
I hate to say it, but I don't think that's your person. And I think that agreed, there is such a thing as like a slow burn. Like when do you think it's like too much of a slow burn, or when do you cut that off? Like after that you're like, actually I don't feel anything for this person.
You know what, I was gonna say 3 months, but I guess it depends how often do you see the person in 3 months.
That's
right.
So
like
true.
if you've seen them once in 3 months, then obviously, you know, you can't make your decision based off that. I think also it's really weird because I think, what are you also doing on those dates? Because sometimes I feel like when I go for like dinners, I can't really get to know someone. I feel like I have to do wholesome things like activities. I feel like that's my vibe.
I really like that.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like you should give yourself some time to see whether you should do different things with this person and see whether it's actually your person.
Yeah, you
Right?
might not know after a few dates, and I think
Yeah.
that's really normal, especially in like online dating or if you don't know this person from before, like giving it a bit of time. But yeah, I think if it's like you guys are proper, I would say like seeing each other or boyfriend, girlfriend, and you just still don't feel anything, I think it's like at that point.
Time to
Yeah.
move on.
Time to
Thank you
move on.
next. Thank you next. Hello.
As a girl, is making the first move making me look unworthy in both friendship and in love?
Ooh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, this is a really interesting question.
Yeah.
I think
in friendship, no. I think it's kind of cute. Like, you know, when girls go up to other girls
yeah.
and kind of like, I like that. When a girl comes up to me, I'm like, I don't look at them in any other way. I'm like, wow, she's so confident.
cute,
Like,
yeah. To be fair, that's how I've met so many of my friends. Like moving
Right?
to London and a new city, I'd go up to girls in
that
Pilates
must be
classes.
so hard for you.
I was like, oh hi, like we both like Pilates. Like, do you want to be friends? Let's get a coffee.
I
And
love that.
people reciprocate that. I think. Like,
yeah.
a lot of people just want to be friends anyway. So, 100%, I think shoot your shot, make your move. With guys, I think everyone's different with this. And what's your opinion?
I personally wouldn't. Not because I think it's wrong. I just think I'm too shy. I just feel like I can't make myself go up to a guy. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like some guys would like it. I feel like some guys like confident girls, whereas, I don't know, some guys take it in, I don't know, some guys think it's like desperate. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it also, like, making the first move means so many different things. Like, you can text someone on a dating app first, you can go up to them in a bar first. I actually technically, like, made the first move on my boyfriend because I basically just kind of word vomited that I liked to him out of nowhere.
Wait, I love that. I love that. See, I feel like I'm just too shy. Like, I just can't.
We were friends before, though.
Oh.
And it was, like, getting to the
that's
point
so
where I was
fine.
like, I need to take a break from our friendship because this is
Yeah.
affecting me so much that I genuinely can't be around you.
No,
With like it was
stop.
painful, and we were just like chatting one night, and I was just like, I really like you. It's freaking me out.
God.
I don't know what to do about it. And he was just like,
Wait, that's like the best
Okay, same.
way. I
It
feel
was
like that's like
good.
the cutest thing. Like, that's such a good story to tell your kids.
it was a really cute situation. I was like, okay, this is the best situation, and like either it's gonna go horribly wrong, and I have to like, I don't know. Basically, I'm gonna be taking a step back from our
Yeah.
friendship anyway because I like him so much, or it's gonna go well. But I didn't
Yeah.
know that it was gonna go well, and like in my head it was like he also said that because we were friends for so long, he was too shy to make the first move too and had no idea what I was feeling.
See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like some guys like that confidence, and it's good that you just did it. And like, imagine,
Yeah.
imagine if you didn't.
Well, that's
you
what
would
he
have been in
said.
such a different position.
He was like, I genuinely don't think we would be together, or like I genuinely wouldn't have
you know
like
what it
realized because I didn't even think it was a possibility.
I feel like also some guys, like, they like to respect girls and they wouldn't, you know, make that first move because they think it might be, you know, they might see it as disrespectful, especially like on a night out vibe. I feel like
Exactly.
sometimes it can come across as a bit disrespectful if a guy's like going up to loads of girls and, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's hard.
Exactly.
It's hard.
No, I think it's like, it's definitely good, I think, for both people to make the first move. And I think,
Yeah.
honestly, if you like someone or you want to be friends with
for it.
somebody, absolutely just go for it. And I don't think anything should hold you back of, like, the way that things should be or anything else. Like, I think just at the end of the day, you don't have much to lose except for just, like, maybe you feel a bit silly of, like, someone's like, oh, like, actually, like, no, I'm okay right now or something like that. And, like, yeah, that might not be great, but the best case scenario is, I don't know, you get a really
Yeah.
lovely partner or friend out of it. And
Do you
like,
know what I find crazy as well? Like, in your situation, it was like, I guess it's a bit scary because you could be potentially losing a friend.
that was the
Do you
worst
know what I
thing.
mean? Like,
That was the
that's
worst
really
thing.
scary.
And that's why I was like, he was just like, I feel the same way. And I was like, wait, what?
Yay!
What do you mean? I was like, I didn't prepare myself for that reaction. I prepared myself for the worst. And I was like, well,
you
now
always
what
do
we
though, right? You always prepare yourself for the worst. You always think the worst case scenario. And I think if you do like someone, especially in this situation where he was your friend, just go for it.
Just go for it.
I actually
Bottom
saw
line.
this TikTok weirdly today, and it was like, if you like your best friend, just tell him. It was literally, I went, yeah.
I saw the exact
That's so
same one. I saw the
random.
exact same one.
No way.
It was like life now because, or it's like you're gonna get this voice in your 20s or something about like you
Oh
should
my God,
start dating your best friend or your guy friend, and it's really important you listen to that voice. I literally saw that.
I saw the same one. I actually saw the same.
I was
exact
considering
one.
making that, and then I was like, wait, this would actually be kind
You
of funny.
You
Like,
should.
yeah, you should probably take your own advice.
I want to see this. I want to see this TikTok next week.
It'll be, yeah, I'm gonna have to like drag him and be like, David, we're doing that. They'll be
We're
like,
filming
okay,
this right now.
I got it.
After this conversation, I'm gonna stop being shy, and I would say 100% do it.
Yeah, 100%. I think you should make the first move if you feel a certain way about somebody, whether it's a friend, romantic partner, boy,
Yeah.
anything. Go do it. It's
You'll regret it if you don't.
hello.
How do British men differ from American men in how they approach and date?
I feel like
I can't give you. I don't know. I've never spoken to an American man.
This is interesting. I think my experience has been so different because I went from California and then to like Boston, which was a bit more like, I don't know, reserved and like a bit more traditional.
yeah. Oh,
and,
okay.
things like that. And I think, I don't know, I would say British men are a bit more wild, a bit more carefree in my experience. A bit more like, I don't know. I think I just have like a good experience with British men.
See,
So
I was literally gonna say the opposite.
Really?
I thought American men would be more like open. I feel like British men are really like stush.
It depends
you know,
which crowd you're in, maybe. Like
maybe.
I don't know. I would say I think American guys are more traditional, and I think that's
Really?
yeah.
No way.
In my experience,
I feel like America's so big though. Like where in America? Do you know what I mean? Like are you talking about Miami or like?
well, yeah, maybe it is.
Do you know?
It is so broad. I would say most of like the California guys that I knew, and then the guys in New England. But I would say they were more sexist and misogynistic as well.
Really?
Like it was really, yeah. They wasn't.
I feel like-
I know this is maybe just my experience,
I'm-
but I actually really like British men because like
You're
they,
really putting me off American men.
I think it was really easy for me to have friendships with British men when I came over here, which weren't
way.
about dating them. I say this literally dating one of my friends, but the foundation of your relationship wasn't about am I gonna sleep with them or am I gonna date them or like,
Yeah.
things like that. It was like kind of just you're in a huge friend group of girls and guys, and it's totally normal, and they just see you as like a friend, and you see them as a friend, and you can have like really platonic relationships. I felt like I couldn't have that with men in the States at all.
See, I feel like that in the UK.
Really? Okay.
That's crazy. I feel like we're just dealing with different men here.
I think this is just, I think it is maybe just the moral of the story is maybe that like there is no generic trend and that it's just kind of who you're hanging around
surrounding
with.
yourself with 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I feel like as a British woman, I feel like I like to be approached rather than, approach someone.
Yeah, that's
you know?
really fair.
I feel like I can't approach, but that's just me. I feel like that's just me personally. But I feel like in general, British women like to be approached.
like to be approached.
I feel like it's just that, like, I don't know if it's like a TikTok trend. We just want to have princess treatment. I don't know if it's the same.
I think that's probably universal as a whole, but again, I think it
Yeah.
differs by people so much. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a generic trend that I would say that like how American women want to be approached, but I would say it's like similar things of just like thoughtful and effort, and
Yeah.
I think it's just like plans. I like the idea of like intentionality with something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like I'd love to see you, but then if that's the case, like make an exact date or make an idea or
Yeah,
be like,
no,
when are you
100%.
free, or like things like that. I think it's like the intention behind things of like thoughtfulness.
100%.
That's what I think probably American women look for, but I also think that's
Yeah, I feel
probably
like
both.
every,
I think, yeah. I don't know. I think the moral of the story is that we're probably all just quite similar, and
I think it's the person, genuinely.
Yeah.
I think it's just down to the person, whether they're American or British. Yeah.
100%.
Hello?
So I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years. We live together and everything is really great between us, but I feel like we're not really moving forward. He said he doesn't want to get married for at least another 5 years. What do I do?
Ooh. Okay, it depends how old you are in this situation, because if you're like 6 years but you're like high school sweethearts, you've been
Yeah.
together since you're like 14, I'd be like 25 is an okay year to get married. That's totally fine.
I
Like,
think, definitely 100% depends on age. I think, it's hard because it depends. Like, does he have a valid reason? Is it because he's scared of commitment? Because that's not okay.
I think, yeah, no, this one's really tricky. I think having like honest conversations is always the way to go, of just being like, this is something you guys have had conversations about, or he's voiced to you before. Again, yeah, coming down to the reason of like, oh, like why do you think that? Or like, what is it? Like making sure that you both feel like heard and that you both can like kind of work towards a solution together. Is it like he's just like, hey, I'm in a place in my career right now where I want to be more established when we get married?
100%.
Or like,
and that is such a valid reason. I feel like for a man and woman, that would be a valid reason.
it's like exactly like the intention behind it. And it's like, I think as long as you guys are working towards a future that you both want and you're aligned in that, it doesn't need to be right now. But if you're like, I want to get married by next year in your plan, and he doesn't think that way, and you don't really understand his reason, or maybe his reason doesn't match with your values or what you want, then I think that is maybe pause for consideration. But I think also, again, age, or it like takes getting to a certain point for you to hit that. And I think if someone's your person, wanting to like understand, as long as you guys are like working towards something, like I feel like I'm a big believer in, I used to have like I would be like strict timeline, this would be like my ideal age for doing this, like,
I was
doing
the
that.
exact same, and then I grew up.
Exactly.
Then I realized.
Exactly. And then you realize it's about, again, the person and your guys' relationship, and it's so different. And also my friend said this the other day, and I thought it was like really wise, but he was just like, someone asked him whether he and his girlfriend were going to get married, and he was like, you know, like I could definitely see that, but he's like, I just kind of go through the motions of like, if I knew that I had a year to live, or if I knew that we would break up in a year, would I still be with her today? And he was like, yeah, I would.
Oh, wow.
And so he's like, I try to think of it of just, does this person make my life good every day?
No, that's amazing.
And try not to think too anxiously of like the future, of just like, would I be with them tomorrow if I knew we were going to break up in a month? Yeah, I would.
And I also think if it is your person, they will be willing to compromise as well a little bit. Like maybe you can meet in the middle and like explain how you feel and your side of things.
I think that's also really true. Yeah. No, I think it's a tricky one, and it's like not one that there's like a universal.
Yeah, it's kind of like what
on.
I feel like girls need to learn to trust their gut as well.
That's
I feel like
also true.
I never used to trust my gut, and I feel like this is something I've really learned in the last few years, and I think your gut always tells you the right answer, genuinely.
My mum, funnily enough, she had this with my dad because she's 2 years older than him. They met in business school. She was 20. Oh wait, no, what was she? I think she was like turning 30, and he was 28, and they'd been together 5 years. And she might have been a bit older than that. She was 31, I think. They'd been together 5 years, and at that point she was like, where's the ring? Like, they were living together. Like they were established in their careers. They'd met in business school, like not university, you know, they were kind of a bit older, but my dad was a bit younger than her, and he was just like, I'm not ready. Didn't know if he wanted to get married, didn't know if he wanted to have kids. And my mom was so steadfast on that and was like, look, like I do have a biological clock. You don't, 100%. But like I do want to do things in like a certain way, and like I'm at this stage in my career, but I just want to know we're moving towards this. She picked up, and he told her, he was like, I can't tell you that right now, basically. But she picked up and she moved away, like 5 hours away, moved to an entirely new city, like ended their lease, took the cat with her, like all of this stuff. And he was just like kind of left in the flat alone and was like, oh no, okay, I gotta go get my woman, basically.
No
Bought
way.
train ticket after train ticket. It was like back in the day where they would have like the stamps of them. I don't know, like you'd get a book of train tickets. I think he bought like 20 of them, because like from Chicago to DC, because he knew that he was going to go visit her that many times. They were like kind of broken up, but he went, planned dates, like did all this stuff, and was like, actually, I really want to be with you. And then was like, okay, like this is ridiculous. I'm throwing away something that's really good, because she respected herself and was like, look, like that's totally fair. But if you don't want to get married, like I need to go. I know that I do, and I know that I want to have kids. Like I need to go find someone who'll do that.
100%, and so fair. Like
and
that is so fair.
So heartbreaking, but she made that decision, and I think that prompted him also to then be like, oh, I'm throwing away the best thing in my life because I'm just like a bit too scared.
Yeah.
And then like it was actually like the best thing ever, and now he's like the biggest family man, and like
oh my god,
like,
no,
I'm like one of four, so he's got like 4 kids. He's like, yeah. It's really cute as well.
That is literally the perfect example. I feel like that answers the question as well. Like, I feel like what you need to do, girls, is scare your man.
Is move away.
Move away and he'll come chasing you. If
I
he
love
wanted
that.
to, he would. I feel
Yeah,
like that,
it's
right?
also that.
So the moral of the story is if he wanted to, he would.
And sometimes they need a little bit of a nudge, I guess. Or just like sometimes it takes a grand gesture, or just something to realize what you actually want.
100%.
Like a catalyst.
100%. And I feel like your mum probably realized as well when she moved away, like, no, I do want him.
Yeah. I think it was hard for both of them. Hello?
This guy I like has a girlfriend, and I know he likes me too. I told him I'm not interested unless he breaks up with her, but he still messages me every few months. What do you think I should do?
Ooh. Okay. Tricky. I'm glad that you are sticking to your guns and telling him that you're not interested. I think it depends on the
100%.
context though. Is he trying to get with you while he's in a relationship? Or is he just interested in a friendship? It sounds like he's trying to cheat, which I immediately know.
Yeah, no, I feel like this is a thing. Is he trying to be in a relationship with her and also have you on the side sort of thing? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it like a backup? Does he want you as a backup? I just feel like...
Or is he trying to like end his relationship and then be with her?
But I just think
don't know.
I think that's like end it then. If you're even second guessing, end it.
And end
I
it.
just don't even think that's not fair on either of them. I don't agree with that. I just think
No, that's really tricky. I think you need to like realize like what does this guy have in your life, I guess? Or like what is he a good friend? Like is he really important to you? Like what's the nature of your relationship? And I think
also, is it an infatuation? Do you know? Is it like someone you've just met and you're just excited about him right now? What is he bringing to your life as well?
Well, I think the fact that she's put down boundaries as well seems like, to me, this reads like almost like they're friends, and it's one of her good friends who maybe she likes, and then he has a girlfriend or like something like that, or there's like history. I think regardless, stick to your guns and absolutely do not entertain anything with anyone who's in a relationship.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And
again,
like,
it comes back to the point of if he wanted to, he would. Like, if he really does want you and he sees your value, like he will end that relationship and come to you. I don't think there's a point of entertaining someone who's in a relationship.
I think that's the thing is you've done everything that you can because you've already put down that boundary of like, hey, I won't see you or I won't do anything with you while you're still in this relationship. He would be able to take that and be like, okay, great. And if he really wanted to be with you, he'd then end his relationship or like make that decision or be like, actually, I want to stay in my relationship.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to put you in this position.
If you give him some space, he'll know what he wants to do as well, I think.
But yeah, the fact that he's continuing to text her as well while still being in his relationship kind of says to me like he wants to have his cake and eat it too. And like,
he doesn't know what he wants.
I think at that point you just stick to your boundaries. If you need to be around this person or need to be cordial with this person, like, I don't know, just keep sticking to them. But I would also, if this is someone just like randomly in your life that like you don't need to have a contact with or a relationship with, like I would cut that off, and then he can always reach out later down the line if he's broken up with his girlfriend. But if this is not adding anything to your life and you're just repeatedly putting down that boundary and he's not respecting it, like I would do your best to walk away. Yeah.
100% agree. I would take a step back in this situation. I wouldn't even, I don't know. I just feel like you said, he wants to, you know, have his cake and eat it as well. Like, I don't know.
Tricky, but you're doing the right thing. Put down those boundaries.
Yeah. Honestly, you did the right thing. Hello.
I feel so terrible about this. I hooked up with my best friend's ex-boyfriend 10 years ago, and I never told her, and it was just one stupid drunk kiss, and I feel like a terrible person, but it's been so long that it feels pointless to bring it up. What do I do?
10 years ago, I feel like
Oh, this is tricky.
these are really hard.
I don't know. Oh my goodness. I would just say, wow. I don't know if I could sit on something like that for 10
years.
10 years. That's the thing. I almost think at that point, like, either it's eating you, like, if it's eating you alive and you need, like,
you need to get it off your chest.
You need to get it off your chest, but surely that would have happened before. Like, what is the catalyst, like, 10 years later? Like, are they getting married? Were they already married? Like, or no, wait, this is an ex.
Oh, yeah, this is an ex.
This is an ex. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
So she's no longer with him.
Oh,
When did they break up though? Is it like a high school
10 years
thing?
ago.
Like, do you
okay.
know?
This, again, context. Because if this
Yeah.
is like the ex that she was with for like 6 years and was the love of her life and they just broke up and she's heartbroken and now you're like, oh, I need to tell him that I got with
Yeah.
him. And maybe that will like...
I do think though it will cause a lot of tension in your friendship, but I think things always come out.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think things always have a way of coming out, and I think it's better just to be honest and just tell her. What do you think?
I think, yeah.
Yeah?
No, I think 100% with partners with things like this, you should always tell them. With friends, I think
Yeah.
it's like the nature of your friendship, and I think it's
Like, is she your best friend? Is she, I don't know.
I think the
it's
closer
just,
you are to someone,
yeah.
the more honest
And I
you
think
owe
it just,
them.
also, it just gets worse. If she finds out through someone else, it'll just
Yeah.
get a lot worse.
But I think also if it's her ex and it's not that big of a deal and it was 10 years ago, you shouldn't have any fear about telling her. And I think also like the nature of your relationship, like is this something that you guys should like, you guys could laugh about maybe, or like, is this something that maybe she won't have a bad reaction to? Or if you know that she's going to have a bad reaction to, like, yeah, you should probably tell her, but just like find a way to do so that is very compassionate and
I think be understanding, because this is probably something that she won't take in a good way. I think just be patient and understanding with it.
yeah, definitely. But I think it shows it's always good to be honest, and even though it's the trickiest thing, I think she'll respect that, like, this happened a long time ago.
And I think the best thing is if it comes from you, right? Like,
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I think honesty in these situations is always the best, but it is a tricky one. And yeah, if you really care about this friendship, like, I'm sure it will be okay.
Yeah.
And you will find a way to work through it together.
Agreed.
Hello.
I really like this guy, but I suddenly got this huge ache out of nowhere. Is it possible to get over an ache, or is it done?
This is a funny one.
I think it is possible.
I feel like I have a hot take with this one, actually.
Really?
I think that if you really like somebody, you won't be icked out by them.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think it's
I think you can,
almost-
like, overlook anything, right?
Yeah, you can overlook things. I think maybe, like, I don't know, super long term, if you're with, like, a partner for, like, 10 years and they do something and you're like, yeah, that's not my favorite thing about them, but, like, you love them and you love those things about them too. Like, I think if you're really, really in love with somebody, or, like, well, this is not infatuation. If you're really in love with somebody, I don't think you can be icked out by them.
I think you can also start to overlook the icks.
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
really like someone.
I think, yeah, I just think if it's like early stages and they do something and you don't think you can get over it, probably I don't know. I mean, you definitely can get over it, but I feel like if it's such a big deal enough for you to question if you're liking this person, then you don't need to overthink it too much, and just maybe that's like a standard you have or a boundary you have, or it kind of depends on what it is though. Like, are you being a bit ridiculous?
It depends on what the ick is, because if it's like how he's treating you, he's saying something rude to you, then no.
Yeah,
no,
or if it's
you
something
can't get
like
over that.
hygiene or manners.
Yeah, like
or...
it depends what the ick is, because if it's something silly like, you know, he laughs weird, then you can get over that. You can get over that.
Exactly. But I wouldn't call those other things like icks as well. I think those are just like standards or values, I think, that you can have.
100%.
So if an ick is like the way he stands at like a water slide or something, it just made you kind of be like, oh, that's a bit weird, or like, I don't know. Then those things I don't think you get with someone that you really love. But if it's very early days, like, I think you can maybe like overlook them.
100%.
I don't know. I think if you're really into somebody, because like I had this with my relationship, like I would try to give myself the ick, because I was like, I wanted to like,
oh my God.
I
Push
wanted
him
to,
away.
when I was like getting, no, not to push him away, actually.
I was like, you wanted to get the ick? What?
No, it was when we were friends, because I was trying to get over him. And I was like, I don't want to like you because we're friends and we're in a friend group.
So you'd like try...
I'd try to get over him by like trying to give myself...
Get an ick.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
It didn't work. It didn't work. I would
You were like trying to give yourself the ick.
I would try to date other people. I would try to think about him in like, I don't know, in future like situations, or I'd be like, what if he did this? And it just wouldn't work. And I was like, oh, now I know I'm really down bad. So that's why maybe I think that like you can't get the ick if you're really into somebody.
Oh my God.
But I don't know. That's also my experience, because like I feel like I've gotten the ick from certain people who it showed me that I actually just wasn't into them to begin with. And it was just more something that was like kind of what we talked about earlier, like, oh, you think that he should be good on paper, like different things, but you didn't actually feel that way.
Yeah.
And then everyone that I've like people that I've been really, really into.
What's like the craziest ick you've had or heard of?
It's like a funny story. My boyfriend's gonna kill me for this. But this didn't give me the ick, but I feel like this would be an ick for some people.
For someone else, yeah.
But it just like, I don't know, it's kind of cute at the end because it just shows how confident he is as a person. But essentially, he was sleeping over at mine for the first time, and he brought like basically like, I don't know, like all cutesy. I'm on my like best behavior and like cute pajamas, like everything, you know, and like he. Like I don't even think I'd take off my makeup at that point. We've also been friends, but I'm like, it's totally different when you're
100%.
dating somebody and then you're like, you've seen me in like sweatpants looking horrible on 2 hours of sleep with no makeup. Like,
I don't know how you can go from that to a relationship.
I think it just put us on such a good footing, which is maybe why he also did this. But essentially, he brought out, it's like time to go to sleep, you know, all cute, you know, and then he brings out an earplugs and an earplugs. I think I was also yapping a lot, so I think I was like, oh, it's to drown me out, kind of essentially. But no, it genuinely was like 3 a.m. and he had work at 6, so like he needed some sleep. But I think that would probably be an ick to people. And even initially, I was kind of like, I just found it funny. I was like, why would you do this when you're like trying to make a good impression? Aren't you trying to make a good impression? He's like, I'm gonna put the foot forward that I'm gonna be the whole time.
That is so cute that he's so like carefree with you, and he was like that from the beginning, because I just feel like a big ick for me is when someone tries to be someone they're not. Do you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of guys who try to show up or show off, I feel like you're kind of
exactly.
You know, it's not great. It's not great. I feel like people who try and flash things, like flash money, guys who try to flash money, oh my God.
Yeah, I think anyone who's not humble, I think humility is like a really, really great virtue to have. And I think definitely guys that aren't humble or that feel the need to be braggadocious or show off in a way.
I just lost my lash.
100%. Oh no, where is it?
Is it
Let's
in my
find
hair?
it. Is it in your hair? Okay, we saved it. Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Yeah. Because that's why I love the fact that he was so like himself and he wasn't trying to be someone he's not.
He's gonna kill me for saying this story, but also he's told it to people before.
And you didn't get the ick.
I know I didn't. I was just laughing at him. I was like,
that means you like him.
This is I love him a lot. Yeah.
Hello.
My bestie keeps liking people who are completely inadequate, despite me telling her. What do I do?
This is relatable. This is relatable. My bestie's going to watch this. So she's going to know exactly who she is after this comes out, because I have been telling my best friend, this was when we were in uni, okay? I'd been telling her for 2 years while she was with him that he was just not the right one. I can't tell you all the ins and outs of this story, but honestly, guys, when I say she would hide things from me, like it came to the point where she would hide things from me. Like she would not, and it was so bad and so toxic. And she was just, it was not great. It was really not great. And I don't know, it's so hard. It's so hard to make someone realize something, especially when someone's so infatuated and so in love by someone. It's impossible to make a girl. I feel like when a girl's in their like love a girl era, it's hard 100%. To come out of that.
100%. I think it also, like, I don't know what your friend's situation was, but I think it really depends on the context. Like, is this just...
No, he was bad. Yeah, he was bad. Bad news, bad guy.
Okay, yeah, definitely not good. I think it's so tricky because, like, we've all dated someone that we look back and we're like, why did we do that? And then we've all had friends who date people that were, like, not their biggest fan.
Yeah.
And I think it depends on how bad the bad thing is. Like if it's just like someone that you personally don't vibe with, or you're like, I can see she really likes him,
No,
not the guy not
Yeah.
the guy I would date, and like maybe not even someone I would be like friends with, but I'll be cordial or
100%.
something, as long as she's not in like danger or like in a really bad situation or things like that. But if it's like
Yeah.
someone that is just genuinely not a good person,
But the thing is, she knew that it was a bad situation. She wanted to get out of it as well. But I think it's just attachment. And I think that's what it comes down to, right? You know, when you're attached to someone, it's hard to kind of get out of that. But I think like the best way of sort of going around it is like patience. You have to be patient with your friend. Like you have to explain to her, and I think slowly kind of make her understand that this is just not the right person. But at the end of the day, she will do what she wants to do. And I think you can't force someone to come out of a situation. You can just support them.
yeah,
You know?
no, that's so true, so true. I think the support is the biggest thing of like letting them know that they're not alone, because like I know a
Yeah.
lot of people who've been in situations like that, and like I was actually in a situation like that where like I didn't tell any of my friends like how bad it was.
Me too. I would hide things from my friends all the time.
And it's like you're in denial, but the second that someone knew, like one of my really good friends actually just sat me down, and she was just like, you're a shell of a human right now, like you need to break up with him. And she was friends with him too, and she was like, I love him. She was like, you need to break up with him right now.
No way. That's
like, right
so
now.
nice of her though.
And it was a
That is
really
so
good,
nice of her.
she's a good friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a good situation of like, it's not even like a personal thing. It's just like when you're friends, like I think people know the best for you in certain situations, and when they can like shine a mirror to you and be like,
100%.
hey, like,
and you know
not
what's
good.
crazy? You know the friend that I was talking about?
yeah.
The same situation happened with me. And she's
Really?
the one who helped me get out of it, because I was like hiding it from her for the
Oh,
longest
that's
time.
so good.
And she was literally, she helped me see it. Sometimes you just need your friend to help you see it. And as soon as I realized, I got out of the situation.
That's amazing that you guys like did that for each other. and
Yeah.
also,
So
like,
I feel like we both kind of, you know, it was like, it took a while. For her, for me, it was a lot quicker because I feel like I was older and I kind of knew. For her, it took a while. But that's what I'm saying, like patience. Everyone's different. You just have to be supportive.
that's really, really sweet. I'm sorry you went through that.
No, it's so good.
Hello.
How can I make 2026 my year?
Oh, I love that question.
I really like this one too.
Honestly, I have a one-word answer, and it's manifest.
Yes.
I was talking to you about this
Yes.
before,
We were talking
and
about
I
this before.
genuinely think that delusion is the key to everything and to achieving your goals. Because I feel like even us being here and doing content,
Yeah.
if we were not delusional, we wouldn't be here,
It
right?
we wouldn't be here. No,
Yeah.
You're literally saying, you're like, you can do it. You can be a full-time
Yes.
creator in 2026.
No, and you're gonna do it. I literally said to her, this time next year, she is gonna be a full-time content creator. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Sounds even scary to say that though.
Yeah, but it's amazing, and I honestly, Delusion is just genuinely my best friend at this point.
But I love that. No, I think honestly, it's like that, and then it's like acting like that person
Is you now.
is you now.
100%.
Exactly. So it's like part of
100%.
it.
And I think like surrounding yourself with good, positive people. Do you know, like if I was sat here telling you right now, you can't do it, or you can't, like,
Yeah.
you'd kind
I'd
of
cry.
have that, yeah, you'd have that in your head though, and you'd just think, okay, no, it's unrealistic, right?
Exactly.
But no, honestly, just surround yourself with people who are going to motivate you and make you believe you are that person as well. You don't want anyone dimming your light, and I think that's something I've really learned in 2025.
No, exactly. It's like the cheesy thing of like you're the product of like the 5 people closest to you, but it's like why wouldn't you want people that are cheering you on and lifting
100%.
you up, and like when you say
100%.
something of like I want to do this, like their reaction should be like, oh yeah, I can't wait to watch while you do it.
100%.
Not like, oh like but blah, 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 blah. It's like people who live in like, I know it's like reality sounds weird, but it is like sometimes like people being like that's not practical and that's not this.
Yeah.
And like I saw this TikTok the other day that was like it was like it's people are going to tell you like your goals are not realistic, or like to be more realistic or to be more rational. It's like really
I think I saw the same
the same one, yeah. Okay, we have the same for you. It's like it's really important you don't listen to that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, honestly, that's so true though, because like,
Is it the one that in your 20s people will tell you? Yeah, same.
we
I
have
saw that one.
we have the same for you
We have the
page,
same
but
for you page.
yeah, I think that's how you be your best self in 2026. I think, and it's what I'm going to be trying to do a lot more of just like romanticizing every little thing, really dreaming big, but then also like keeping yourself accountable towards those goals as well.
Yeah, no, like it comes in, it all ties in, right? If you're not believing that's you and you're not working towards those goals, like it's, you know, it won't happen for you. But if you believe that that is you,
Exactly.
and I genuinely, as cringy as it sounds, I love to like journal, and genuinely like some things that I do, sometimes I literally will close my eyes and dream of that like dream life. Does that make sense? Like I literally imagine that is happening right now, and
it's like the scripting.
Honestly,
I do that
I'm telling
too.
you guys, it sounds so cringe and like it just sounds so unrealistic, but it's not. I'm telling you.
That's so. I do that with music as well.
Really?
Like I'll listen to music and I'll like imagine myself in like a situation, like to the soundtrack almost of like the song.
No way, like romanticizing life.
Yeah,
love
100%,
it.
100%.
Honestly,
I do that during my
honestly.
commute when I'm like walking, like doing anything, and I think that is like honestly the key of just like having fun with things, but like
100%.
putting yourself in that dream future you mindset as much as possible, and it really works. Like my favorite thing to do is make a vision board at the start of each year, and then look back at like the photos that I have or the experiences that I have and how many of them are so similar to what I put at the very beginning.
Did you do a vision board for this year?
I've done one every year. My mom.
No way, amazing, same.
My mom's like started. She started us doing them when we were like really like kids, and so I've done it every year since. And I do a physical one.
So cute.
How do you do yours?
So I have like a phone wallpaper. And like it's literally on there, and one of them was going on a brand trip, and I went on 3 this year, and I was like,
wait, no way,
yeah,
oh my
I
gosh.
swear, and I was like, this literally like, I just wanted
Look
to go
at
on
that.
one. I just wanted to go on one, honestly, and it's actually crazy. Like when I say, that's why it all comes to delusion, manifestation, all of it.
Because you can like overshoot it, and you can get even more than you
Yes,
wanted.
yes.
I'm so proud of you. Wait, that's
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you so much. Hello.
How do I find the love of my life?
That's deep.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know if I can answer that one. Maybe you can.
I don't know. I think I like spent so long looking for like the love of my life, and then I think when you actually are in like a really good, stable relationship with someone who is the love of your life, you actually start focusing all of that energy that you spent trying to find that person on yourself. And it's the best thing in the world, because you're like, oh wait, I'm with someone that's like really makes me happy, or at least the way that I like have found it. And then all along I was like, well, I could have spent all of this energy and time doing those nice things for myself that I like waited to do until I got into a relationship, I guess.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's really interesting that you say that, because as a single girlie, I'd say before you get into a relationship, I feel like you need to love yourself. And I think that's where I'm kind of heading at right now. I think I've just learned, I've been single for like 11 months now, 10, 11 months. And I've just learned that, wait, no, I need to stop and actually love myself before I go and try and find the love of my life. So I think from what we're both saying, as someone who is in a relationship and as someone who isn't, you need to learn to love yourself. And I think you are the love of your life, and you need to learn that first. And then you can find the second love of your life.
And then you can find the second love of your life. Exactly. Exactly. Like, I think you're going to be with yourself for the rest of your life. And
100%.
you don't know, like, you can hope that certain people will be in your life. Absolutely. But you never know. Like, the only constant person is you. So, like, why wouldn't you make that relationship the best relationship it possibly could be?
Yes.
So I kind of love that. I think, like, doing solo dates, like, I still do that even when I have, like, a boyfriend, but like doing it when you're single as well. Like, take yourself on dates.
Honestly, that's been the
nice
best
things.
thing ever. Like, just spending money on myself for once, you know?
It's really
Buying
nice.
myself those flowers and those gifts.
Exactly. No, I think that's so true.
And I think until you love yourself, you can't give someone else that love, right?
It's tricky too, definitely. Yeah. I think you just come from a place of being more self-full and just able to give of yourself from like a really pure kind of just like whole place. I think
100%.
when you know that, like, I don't know, there's a good analogy, but it's like your cup is like overflowing and it's like somebody like trying to
Yeah,
like
they should add to your life.
they
right?
can they can like add to your cup, but you're almost like, I don't even need them to add to my cup because my cup is
Yeah.
already so
oh
full.
yeah, love that.
That
Love
like
that. It's
they're
just the extra.
They're extra. They're
Yeah,
like the
this is the
sparkles
cherry on top,
around. They're
yeah.
the cherry on top. Like your cup is already overflowing with like all the stuff in your life already. And
100%. No, I love
I think
that.
about that metaphor a lot.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for all of your questions.
Yeah, it was so great chatting. I feel like we like in answering your guys' questions as well. Like I hope we helped you, but I also feel like we like
Gave each
low-key-
other advice.
low-key
Yeah,
helped
I
each
honestly
other.
learned so much from that. I'm really happy we did this.
Me too.
Yeah.
It made me feel so good, and yeah, I don't know. Sit down and have these conversations with your guys' friends as
Girl
well.
talk is the best. Girl talk is really the best.
Girl talk is what's needed in this life.
Yeah, honestly.
Make sure to like and subscribe to UnPolished, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching.